You can cut it. Go ahead.
Hey, it's the Zach Nichols Podcast.
And you're watching the Governor's Comedy Club Podcast.
Let's go.
Tony, welcome to Governor.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? What? Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Hey, Don, Will Smith. Will, we need to authenticate it and give it back to you.
I gotta get it to Walker.
Absolutely. Just do us a favor, hold it up. Congratulations.
as the show begins. You're telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. I'm gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. Tony, 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 Tony.
Tony. You know, Tony.
Tony.
Tony Walker.
Tony Walker. Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker. Thank you so much, man.
But I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, Tony, pup, Tony, Tony, pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, pup, pup. Tony, 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 pup. Tony, pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony. Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony.
Of a
Oh no.
bitch. All right, there it is. Sound is working. It doesn't matter.
You want to
Typical
see?
Tuesday.
Look what he has
Back
here.
And you screw up.
He has a sign.
Turn the
and
sound
he
up.
still didn't
And
put it on.
I still screwed it up.
Typical Tuesday. All right. Diane's here. You get all this fuggled.
So you missed the part where I said that I colored my hair and whitened my teeth for you
All
today.
right, there it is. Sound is working. Oh,
All right, turn your computer off. Diane's talking to you.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Now
This would be the fourth time we said it.
Yeah.
I said you missed the part where I said I colored my hair and whitened my teeth for you today.
Listen, you look fabulous. Look at my comments, what I wrote. All right, welcome back, Diane. It's great to see you.
Happy New
Belated
Year.
Happy New Year. And you look fabulous as always.
Thank you.
Calm down. Calm down over there.
He seems
And
very
listen,
calm to me.
I just want to say one more thing. I'll hang up and continue the show.
Thank God.
Mr.
I mean,
Walker,
okay.
Yeah, of course. The introduction is a little long. We know who you are. Yeah, right?
Let me explain the introduction to you. First off, I start the introductions at 10:55. And the show starts at 11. I started at 10:55. I even have the countdown thing going, and that gives me my time to share the link all over the place. I'm a one-man show in here, jerk off.
No. But it's 30 seconds of you, Tony. All right. I think your baby pictures are cute. I think you were a handsome guy when you were a teenager. But enough's enough.
And now you're just getting creepy.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Talk alike. Holy.
Yeah. That kind of scared me, yeah. All right, so I'll do it again real quick. Hi, everybody. It's the Knockem Day Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from Governor's. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Please share the link. But if you want to play Tuesday Trivia, you want to say hi to Diane, you want to say hi to Joe, please switch over to YouTube. That is where we monitor the comments. Yes, and everybody is talking about no sound. Yes, it's all working.
Sorry,
it's
guys.
all working now. Tony, your roots are showing, says Vicky.
Oh.
So Diane is back. Joe is back. It's been a long time since we've seen Joe in here, so I'm excited that Joe is here. But he's actually not here for us, truth be told. They're filming a movie out there in the club. And Joe, would you like to go over your lines again?
Oh, my most memorable line.
Go ahead.
All right, everybody sit down. Sure.
That's his line.
I think
It's
it's
literally
hilarious. You
one
gotta
of
look
my
at the
lines.
paper 3
And
times
I still
before
had to
said
look
it.
at it. Hold on. And don't look at the camera. Hold on. Sure.
Wow.
Whoa.
I felt it.
What's my motivation here?
To say sure.
Do we hope Tony leaves? Sure.
I think everybody at Governor says that. You just can't get rid of me. Wow. So, and how are you? It's been, what, 2 weeks? That's
I think
too
it's
long.
Been 3 weeks.
Has it been
since I
3 weeks?
saw it. It was the week before Christmas. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's been 3
That's
weeks.
very bad. Well,
been a long time. It's
I
been
saw
too
you,
long.
and I saw you through the window with my binoculars a few times.
Yeah, I'm sure.
How were your holidays?
Very nice.
Yeah?
Yes, exhausting, but great.
Exhausting.
Yeah, good.
Went
Good,
what
good.
to mom's?
Just lots of work and cooking and
Just added to your day.
Just
yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't stop working. You still have to work. I don't get 2 weeks off to have the holidays. So, but it was nice. It was good. I love that time.
Was
of
that
year.
a dig at me because I closed this room for a while?
Not
during
at
the holidays?
all. Not at all.
thought she was-
I very much respect that you take the time to do whatever the holiday thing
Good
is,
answer.
and good for you.
Oh, good
And it
answer. I
makes
like
it more exciting to come back. for
It
the
does.
Start the new year.
Yep, everybody. That's all I kept hearing. When is Diane coming back? And Joe too. Joe has become one of our.
I'm sure you didn't hear that.
I have. I've told you that. You are one of the more popular guests around here because we always have fun when you come in,
Thank you.
and you always kick ass. You always come in on when it's trivia. So you always kick
I like
ass
to
at
show the
trivia.
public how stupid I am. It's just, I like to remove all doubt.
Well, one thing you're not is stupid because you're Joe Carletto, big businessman. Am I allowed to? I'm going to take a chance here. In Massapequa, is that opening? Is there
Just said everything, including stalking Diane. So what are you going to stop at now?
Right.
All right, screw it. One Central, is it open yet? What's the latest?
See, I wish you didn't say that. Oh yeah, according to what did I tell you last month? Next month? I'll tell you this next month. Next
Yeah.
month it'll be open.
Because I thought
What is it? Tell me. I don't know.
It's the old Ziggy's in Massapequa.
We've been trying to open for 2 years.
All right, cool. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
they've been trying to open it for 2 years.
That's great.
Every other day is a new regulation.
Oh, God.
It's insane. And, and a shame because it looks beautiful. And I know everybody's of course, all the comedians are like.
And I think
"Let's
this is
open-"
all a New York thing, too.
Oh,
There's all
my
this
God,
stuff.
yes.
I don't know. My son bought a car yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I work in a dealership. I know how long it takes to deliver a car, even if you do it in one day. And he literally signed the papers, and 10 minutes later, he was driving off. They slap a paper plate on that. They don't even care if you have insurance.
Yep.
See ya. And he was on his way.
This is Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I thought, how many cars could I deliver if I lived in Arizona?
If you lived in Arizona. A friend of mine tells me on a Monday he's opening a bar. I got an idea for a bar. 3 Mondays later, the bar is open and running.
And this is also Arizona?
No,
Oh.
South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Wow. 3 Mondays later.
3 Mondays later.
Well,
Incredible.
I had a friend who bought a house in Florida, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. He saw the house 3 weeks later. He was at closing.
He was at closing.
Yeah. It blows me away.
Like my sister bought a house. They just bought a house in Florida. And they bought it the end of November and closed December 12th.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And what do you get here for all
nothing.
that extra waiting?
Aggravation.
Nothing.
That's all you get here.
Aggravation.
And
extra bills,
Yeah,
whatever the money
and
is.
the 2%
it's crazy.
this and a 1%
Oh,
that.
my
Well,
God.
yeah, we just got now the congestion pricing.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Crazy. It's we can go on all day about that shit. But all right, but you mentioned your sister. Everything all right over there?
You know, she's moving away from me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bad.
Where?
Whatever.
Where's she moving?
She's moving to Florida.
Everybody is.
I have no desire to go there.
I have no desire to go there either,
Neither
and
do
I'm
I.
not really happy about it. But I will say this: my brother is there, my oldest brother. She's moving 10 minutes away from him. She wants my mom to go with her because she's getting a 3 or 4 bedroom house, which she doesn't really need. But so my mom, there would be room for mom. That's going to take a little cajoling, but she goes there often enough. She's got some girlfriends down there, so I think she'll go at least for a few months at a time, and then maybe get used to it and stay.
Okay.
So there's that, because the cold is not good for her,
cold's not good for us.
And Anthony's happy because it just gives him a reason.
Right,
to go
he
to
wants to
Florida
go,
more
right.
often. He would move there tomorrow.
Now, did he always feel that way, or is it just a matter of like getting you in a bikini on the beach?
No, he loves Florida.
Really?
He loves
Is
it.
Anthony your husband or the postman?
He's my not quite
fiance.
yet. Not quite yet.
Look
Yeah.
you see the size of that
I'm
thing?
new to the show.
So he was 3. I could tell right away. I was immediately sad, and he had like da 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 da. He was doing a little happy dance, trying to pretend like he wasn't happy about it, but I know he's happy about it.
Damn it!
But it's my sister. We're twins. I've never really been without her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Now, what makes
I
her
don't
want to
know.
move?
They were renting here for a while. Her boyfriend, they've been together, 10 years or more, and when they moved in together, they've been renting, and it's just silly. They have 3 dogs. It doesn't make sense to renew the lease. They don't really like the cold. He doesn't like the cold. They don't have any small kids, so there's really nothing holding them here.
Yeah, true.
And they could get a house down there, a nice big house with a big yard for a reasonable amount of money. And, so and he doesn't work anymore. He's retired. So it was, it's the right thing to do, but except for the part where she's leaving me.
Leaving you.
Yeah, see, well, that's why I think it's not the right thing to do.
And it's not all about me.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is.
No, it's not. And the worst part is that she's leaving her grandkids. I don't.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
But
she's-
I understand why. But it's still sad.
I don't understand why. Because a bigger house, save money, but I'd rather see my grandkids and have a little less money.
They may move down. Who knows?
Yeah, you
know
never
what?
know what kids do. You're
What's
right.
holding
How
them?
old are the
Her
grandkids?
son. She's got a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old granddaughter, and her son. He's an IT guy. So he could probably really
you
work
could work
anywhere.
Yep.
Right.
I don't know that there's a lot holding them here, except for that her, his wife's parents are here, so I don't know that she would necessarily leave them. But
Biggest problem I heard in Florida is they don't pay you anything. Like nurses don't make any money.
Oh, yeah?
They make, listen, they make more money here because they need it, but
Right.
yeah, police officers don't,
Yeah,
and nurses
yeah.
and things like that. Necessary things. They don't make nearly as much money as they do.
And a
here.
friend in North Carolina hit me with a line. She said, listen, a $20 copay is a $20 copay, whether you're in New York or whether you're in North Carolina. And if you're making $90,000 in New York and $60,000 in North Carolina, you still have pretty much the same bills.
Right.
Other than the house
Right.
and the taxes,
Right.
milk is milk.
Right.
Right. You can't run away from whatever shit you're in.
Right.
You think you get a new
Yeah.
beginning, but it follows you.
Follows you.
Right.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to rent anymore and pay
No, I
into
get that.
nothing. Right.
And
so
pay it to
which
nothing,
does
and the exorbitant amount of rent around
it's
here.
ridiculous. It was going to be like $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment. Well, you're not. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So and
Yeah.
the cold and the. So now they have a house and a yard and they own something and they weren't going to be able to do that here.
Right.
Not,
But they're going to be
By-
bored out of their mind.
No, I don't think so. My sister's like me. I literally could move anywhere and be around perfect strangers
And make friends, right?
In a minute.
Yep, absolutely.
In a minute.
Yeah.
Strangers don't bother me. I don't mind going to an event by myself
We were just talking
and
about
walking
Yeah,
into
we
a
were,
room of
actually, yeah.
strangers. I am perfectly fine with that. So and Anthony's exactly the same way, and I don't think that's going to be a problem for my sister at all. She'll find people, and like I said, my brother is there already.
Yeah, no, that's
She's already got a
Yeah,
friend base.
She's
so to
not
speak.
going
Can't say.
And he'll
blind.
hook
She
her up,
picked a
right.
spot where she's near somebody, and his mom, her boyfriend's mom, is down there, but a few hours south in Delray. So.
But you're not really helping. I'm trying to explain reasons to stay, why your sister should stay near her
but here's
sister,
the
and
thing,
you're not helping
She's
me.
not going to stay, so I have to reason to myself why this is a good move.
Embrace
and
it,
get
as
okay
they
with
say.
it.
You have to embrace it.
Exactly right, and know that it's all going to work itself out.
Well,
how many times do you see your sister now?
Not that much. Well, every
okay,
Friday
so-
for poker. We
all
play
right, so-
poker every Friday.
So maybe you go down a couple of...
I will. I will. And you know what?
Once a month?
Listen, I have 4 kids. 2 of them don't live here. One's in Arizona, one's in North Carolina.
Oh, where in
and
North Carolina?
Durham.
Okay, yeah, Raleigh.
Yeah.
Fayetteville. She goes to school there.
Okay. Yeah. So, I obviously don't see them all the time,
Right.
but the 2 that I have here, I see my daughter a little more often. But my son and my daughter, they're local, but every's got lives. We're
got their
busy.
lives,
We're
right,
doing
you're doing
stuff.
right.
So I don't really see them that much, but I will tell you that when I get them together, the quality time is much better. If I go to I'm going to North Carolina in 2 weeks. It's my grandson's birthday.
Oh, wow.
It'll be 3 days of intense
yeah,
more
yeah,
time
yeah.
with them than I would normally spend with either my son or my daughter who live here in an entire year.
And you focus
Right?
on them.
So
and,
you have to
yeah.
really think of it that way. I hear from them more. We talk on the phone about stuff other than, hey, how you doing? Goodbye. So that is the quality of the time you spend when you don't live near each other is definitely better time.
I'm one of those, like, the security blanket. I like just knowing my kids are in the other room.
No,
Even
you're
if I
right.
don't see them
Oh,
for
right.
3 hours. I
You
just like
are
knowing they're there.
You're right, and you do get past that. And I will tell you, every time I say goodbye, it's sad.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and
Oh,
it's
God,
been years
yeah.
and years and years and years
Yeah.
and years, and I've been doing this forever, and it's still sad every time. But then I just suck it up, and by the time
I know
I
you're
get
gonna go back.
off the plane going home, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And now you're back to normal mode.
Back to your routine.
So it'll be okay. It'll all be okay. It's the best thing for them. It'll all be good.
Well, speaking of your sister,
Yeah.
maybe it is a good thing she's moving away, because I have not forgotten when you were here last. We started to talk about that.
Yeah.
And let me show it there. Yeah, it's a 30-second delay, so it'll be up there in a second. But we never got the story what hapappened here.
Yeah.
I
it's
still
not going to
think
be exciting.
it's not. I think you're covering for your sister.
I just said my line. Sure. So it's got to be more exciting than that.
Sure.
The show started off with sure.
So this, you're going to see it come up.
There it is.
Okay. This is our 4. We were 4 here, I believe. This is the Santa Claus in A&S in West Babylon at the Great South Bay Shopping Center. And I'm the one on the right as you're facing the photo with the black eye.
So what happened?
So and look, and my sister has that little fist, you see. So everybody likes to make the story that she punched me,
punched you.
but yeah, that's not really what happened. I was my aunt was a crossing guard at South Bay Elementary School in West Babylon, and she was working one day, and my mom had to run some errands, and she would stand by a playground there. It's actually the elementary school I went to, and my mom asked if she could keep an eye on us for an hour or so while she went to the store. And I have a very specific memory that day. It was raining, and we had little rain boots on and little raincoats. And my aunt, I remember this so vividly, said to us, do not go climb up on the slide because it's raining and you'll slip in your boots. And it was that black top, back when they didn't care if kids killed themselves on the playground, black top, and then that metal 6 foot. It's probably, it seemed like 100 feet because I was this big.
Yes,
but,
yes,
right?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So, and the next thing I remember, and I don't think I was a bad kid. We weren't bad kids. We, pretty much listened, but I remember her telling me not to, and next thing I remember is climbing that ladder. And standing up on the top of the slide like I was the king of the world. And the next memory I have, and I still can remember it, is looking up at the sky. So I fell backwards and hit the blacktop on the back of my head and was apparently knocked out, because that's all I remember is the sky. I don't remember hitting the ground, and my sister was there and ran over and said, Aunt Eileen, and she came running, and I was unconscious at the bottom of the slide.
Yeah,
exactly. I have
hitting the back of your head.
I had a concussion.
Wow.
I cracked my skull, and I wound up with a black eye.
Wow.
I know. And so my face never hit the ground. I hit the back of my head, but I wound up with a black eye. So that's how that went down.
I think she's covering for her aunt.
I swear. That's it. That's what
Is
happened.
anybody as morbid as me? I look at these old pictures and I wonder if Santa's dead yet. Like the guy,
the
whose
worst
father was
Santas.
sitting on,
Yeah.
I wonder if he died. Like I'm thinking to myself, how old was he there?
That was
How many-
54 years ago, and I don't know how old he was. That looks like a young guy under that.
It
one,
does,
though,
yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah, it
So he
he
can
might
still
still
be
be
alive.
around. He might still be around.
But isn't that morbid thinking? I look at old pictures and I go, I
wonder if that guy's
dead
still
yet.
alive.
Yeah.
I know.
Wonder how long he made it. Or if your friends tell you, oh, one of my friends died. Was he fat? Did he smoke? Because I wonder how long I got.
Right. You measure yourself. That's where we are now. We measure ourselves against everybody.
It's people
I
are
know.
dying.
I know. It's true.
I do that if I'm bored or if I just, because I'm a dick. If Lisa's trying to watch something, I'll like nudge her, like try and just make fun of the film while she's trying to watch it. And I did that. She was watching It's a Wonderful Life. You think any of these people are still alive? Shut up!
Oh, I
No,
looked that
we
up.
look at- I did too.
looked it up. Was it Zuzu? Was Zuzu still alive?
Yes.
Yes.
And I look.
How sick is that?
That's hilarious. We look through every movie we watch. Oh, I wonder.
But I say it-
wondered
So
everybody's
you
dead
did do
except
that,
Zuzu.
because I was wondering if Santa.
Yeah, but I was saying that as a joke.
Poor guy's dead.
That movie's is 80 years old.
Yeah.
So I was saying it's
But
just
I
a
think
bugger.
Zuzu's either alive or died recently.
Oh,
or
is that
something
right?
Like that.
That
Yeah.
movie
Wow.
is almost 100 years old.
Yeah, but
so maybe
I said
Zuzu's
80.
not.
The 80's almost 100.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I guess.
1945.
Oh, 45? Okay, I was
think,
off.
or 46,
I was off.
something like
You're
that.
right. I'm sorry.
Something like it's around there
Apologize.
somewhere. It's no apology
It's
needed.
a long time.
And you know what I say every time I watch them? My wife says, I know. Lionel Barrymore in the movie, I go, he's related to Drew Barrymore. She goes, I know.
We just always comment on how beautiful Donna Reed is. Just that face, everything. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
To me,
Her
just
and
beautiful
and- but
perfection.
the other one too.
Eeyore. I like him.
Like the slutty, the easy,
The easy girl. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, the mother.
The blonde. I know. I can't think of her name right now, but yes.
Violet Bix. All right.
I wear this one. I don't care what I look like.
Exactly.
Same
Right.
with me
Even her.
today,
She's
actually.
like, wow, she's pretty hot. That one. But now here's your trivia. Who's the guy that hits the button to open up the pool? Who is that?
Oh, that's Alfalfa.
Alfalfa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story about Alfalfa?
Oh yeah.
Like a gambling degenerate, and he got shot and died
At age 31.
young. Yeah.
I'm a big Little Rascals guy. Almost that all of them. They all died young. They all had bad.
Was it all tragic and all that too? 'Cause I couldn't believe that.
Weezer
guy.
died at the age of 19 in World War II. His plane went down. I think
kidding
Scotty had a life of drugs. Yeah, a whole bunch of Froggy. Remember Froggy?
Yeah.
Got hit by a car like a year or two after the Little Rascals were over and died. Yeah. Oh yeah, they almost all of them had bad lives except Porky was a school teacher. Most of the teachers didn't even know he was Porky when he died. And Spanky was like an appliance salesman.
Yeah,
he had a very boring life. Yeah. I met Spanky once. It was like talking about Christmas.
Wasn't Robert
We
Blake
apologize
one
for
of
all the
Little
appliance
Rascals, too?
salesmen out there. We just called your life boring.
Yeah, true. Well, I think they'd agree. But Robert Blake, he had a crazy life, right?
Yeah, right up until the end, right? Didn't he shoot his girlfriend or
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah. And then he died in jail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they all had rough goes.
Robert Blake went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it was like, forget Santa Claus. When I met Spanky, I was like old giddy. I couldn't believe I was actually meeting him. I swear to you, I was like...
Where did you meet him?
I was driving right here on Hempstead Turnpike. In fact, I was not too far from here. I was heading east on Hempstead Turnpike. There used to be a Blockbuster over by the McDonald's. There was a Blockbuster over there. And they had a big sign. Spanky for Little Rascals. Today at what I... like.
And you went,
That's exactly... I looked at this was 1991, so I looked at my watch.
Do you remember the year?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a huge Little Rascals guy. This was a big deal.
Because it was a big moment for him. That's why.
And I looked at my clock, my watch, and I realized it was, I think it was...
Spanky time.
Yeah, well, I was thinking it was like 10 minutes away. And I had about 2 hours before I had to be wherever I was going. I remember that. I was like, oh, yeah. And I just turned around.
Who are you trying to kid? If you got enough time to visit Spanky, you don't have shit to do.
Come on now.
It's a big deal for him.
Now, back in 1991, if you saw Angie Dickinson was appearing somewhere, you would stop what you were doing.
I'd sit on the lap. Did you sit on Spanky's lap like Santa Claus?
No, I put my arm around him and took a picture. And I actually said to him, I said, I can't believe I'm meeting you. And he just kind of gave me one of these.
That's great.
He just had a book out. He signed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
That was
That's awesome.
to me, that was such a surreal thing to say that you met one of the Little Rascals.
Little Rascals.
Waldo used to live in Belmore.
Sorry to hear that.
I didn't know we were doing Little
Does
Rascals.
he know you know that?
Yeah, but they all had bad lives. I don't know how we got into this. How was your holidays? I haven't seen you in a while. How were your holidays?
They were good. They were great. My oldest one was in for a month.
Nice.
She got a break from school, so she was in for a month. That's fun.
That's the doctor or the lawyer?
No.
One's going to be a doctor, one's going to be a lawyer, right?
No, one's a doctor, one likes to argue. So, close. One's going to be a doctor. She's in the last year of medical school.
Where?
Nice. North Carolina. She's the one in North Carolina.
The one, okay.
So she was in for a month. She got a break, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And the little one's a nurse.
Oh, a nurse.
And she lives in the city. I'm a hypochondriac, so both of them are going to quit in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be librarians
You're going
in
to
about
be
a year.
you'll be the full-time job.
Okay, so Vicky says Zuzu is still alive.
Ah.
And a town up here is where the town in the movie is from. Okay.
Seneca Falls.
Right. And then
Seneca Falls.
But isn't there Bedford Falls?
It was called Bedford Falls.
But Seneca Falls.
Oh, but that's where it was
they
filmed?
filmed
It's
it.
the real movie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The actress who plays Violet Bix was also in the movie Oklahoma, played Ado Annie, says Vicky.
Ado Annie.
Okay.
You can see the bridge where he was going to jump. That's
Yeah.
in Seneca Falls. I think they have a plaque on it. During Christmas time, they have a Wonderful Life tour.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
really?
They take you to all the spots. The big house where he says goodbye to his mother.
yeah.
And goes left. Here's your hat. What's your
The house
hurry?
where he threw the house that they end up living in.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have that. I don't think they throw the house where the mother lived.
Right.
When she says, "Here's your hat. What's your hurry? Go see Donna
Right,
Reed."
yes,
Right,
yes.
yeah.
But there was something about the rocks. It was an exhibit like you throw rocks in
Right.
a window.
Because they would
But
throw
not the
rocks-
actual house.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was nice. I didn't go. I just saw it.
My wife would love that, actually. John Rusciolo, Dickie Moore was the oldest little rascal. He died at 89.
Wow.
Really? I thought Waldo
Somebody made it.
was older, yeah. Friend of theirs.
Was he upset he never met Tony?
Probably. Most people are. There's a name for people that love the Little Rascals. All right, I'm not touching that. All right. So and you didn't go away or anything, right? You stayed home.
No,
right?
stayed home.
Right, because you did the previous.
We did a couple weeks before, right before Thanksgiving. We went to Arizona. Had all the kids
that's
together in
nice.
Arizona. Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, even the kids here?
So I've
fun.
gone. We went. This is the third year we went. My son lives there, so we would go. His birthday usually falls sometime between the weekend before and Thanksgiving, so we go that weekend before. And the weather's just right for me. I don't like the heat too much, so we went. The first year, had a great time. It was beautiful. We rented an Airbnb on these Arrowhead Lakes. And then the second year we went, we took my mom. We went to see the Grand Canyon. And this past year, we decided, got a much bigger house, 5-bedroom house, and had everybody come. So my kids from here went, and my daughter from North Carolina with her husband and my grandson. So we had a family reunion of
Nice.
sorts.
That's
yeah,
always nice.
the weekend before Thanksgiving. It was so great. Great.
Yeah, good for you.
Great.
Very nice.
That is the good thing about kids living away, like you said.
It's quality
concentrated
time. I
time.
lived in a house with all of them. It was only 3 days, but I cooked for
That
them,
wouldn't happen if they
made
lived all here.
breakfast, and it would never happen.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Can you imagine
so.
they all at Belmont?
We had dinner together every night.
Sleep
we
over.
did,
Yeah,
and
true.
they hung out even with each other. You know, I mean, not just me, but they don't
That's
even
fun
really
to
get to
watch
see
when they're
each
together.
other. And it was great. It was great. Loved it.
I don't know. I love it. I do. I love it here. I love being close to the city. I love having a place like Governor's. I love Jones
it here
Beach.
too. I agree with you. So I guess the point is though these little mini trips when you can make them, and it doesn't have to be a week.
Yeah, it
can
doesn't have to
be
be, right.
3 days.
I
We
go 3
get
days, see
really
my daughter
good
and come back.
quality time.
Yep.
Because you don't overstay your welcome.
Right.
Something I'm always really
Yep.
very aware of, and try to be as helpful as I can and not be in the way, but enjoy the time I have with them, and it's good. So I'm gonna imagine that that's the same thing that's gonna happen with my sister.
All right. Let's see. Ken Friedberg says, good morning. Good morning, Ken. Mario Diamore is watching. Good morning, Mario. Have you seen... So Mario Diamore, his wife, Deb, has been doing stand-up here?
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
James mentioned her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. She's a pistol. She's a lot of fun. They've been in here a couple times, and so, yeah, Mario's saying good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Please tell your wife thanks for being on our stages.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of the stages, got a lot of exciting stuff going on.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. is coming next month, doing that whole thing that he's been doing every few years. Hits all 3 clubs during the week, and I believe it's all sold out already, like they've been.
Great.
Yeah.
Adam's coming. We love Adam.
Adam will be here next week, and he's. I hope I'm not talking out of turn again, but he's having them filmed for a special. So is that all right? That's all right, right? Yeah. Okay. He was here about a week ago, with the film crew, and they were planning it out.
You told us you sat on Spanky's lap, for God's sakes. And it was in a mall. He wasn't even appearing anywhere.
Blockbuster video.
The poor guy was trying to get a video. And you're sitting on his lap, and you're afraid to say, Adam's going to be here.
No, I just don't know if I'm allowed to say he's filming or I don't know. I never know, but
Show you could say whatever you want.
probably wasn't even Spanky, right? Probably wasn't even him. Some guy just wouldn't leave
Just
me
don't
alone.
sit on Adam.
Well, that's what me and Adam do on Friday nights when he's not working. Mario says we'll come back to the show with breakfast, but you pay. Okay, all right. Maybe Debbie brought cookies last time, so maybe this time I'll pay. I'll get you bacon next door. They actually have good food over there.
Smell it every time I pull
Oh, my
up.
God, the smell.
I went in there this morning. I've been here since 7:30 this morning. So.
And whose fault was that? Mine, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You get to just waltz in whenever,
Oh,
you know.
the best is Debbie goes, can we get the club? We'll open it up early. And I'm going, yeah, absolutely. Can we get there at 7? I go, get there at 5. It'd be great. I'd love to accommodate you. I hang up. Tony, can you be there at 5 o'clock?
And the worst part is,
she thanks me.
Well, I didn't. You text me. That's how I found out, because you were like, Deb's going to do a movie. I'm like, my son works for Deb. So I went to him. You filming at the club on Tuesday? Yeah.
Didn't tell you anything.
I had no idea.
See, and there you go. That's what happens when you live with
when
them.
you live in the next room.
If he lived 2,000 miles away, you would have had a phone call and
Yeah.
said, "Oh, Dad, guess
I'm
what's
shooting
happening
a film. This is
tomorrow."
Right. Maybe you can come out and see me.
It's the truth. That's exactly what happens. You get much more information when they're further away.
And he didn't tell you about my iconic line?
No.
Sure.
I don't even want to try.
I know, that was-
that was amazing.
I'm mesmerized.
I can't do it.
Read it.
Speaking of the devil.
Go ahead.
Sure.
What's that?
Got it. Nailed it. Better than me.
What? You hear us? And where are you? Big room. You hear us from the big room?
Probably because I'm loud.
We're that loud?
My kids tell me that all
Does
the
that
time.
mean we have to keep it down? Is that what?
I suppose.
Okay,
I
we'll
mean,
keep it
I
down.
know.
We're sorry.
I want to say you're in our house, motherfucker. But that's all right. We'll
Sorry,
try to
I'm
keep
so
it down
loud.
a little bit.
My kids tell me that all the time. Dad, you're so loud. I was like, I was born in Brooklyn. This is whispering.
Right.
I say that to them all the time. I'm like, you guys are so loud on the phone.
I know, but meanwhile, it's at the other end with him. I can't understand half the things he says
Zach,
to me.
let me get this straight. Does everybody know your son Zach? Who
Yes.
didn't tell you?
Yeah, but
they
he's
were
not on
shooting?
camera, so they don't
didn't
know
tell
who
you.
we're
Come over
talking
here,
to.
son.
Well,
and you didn't tell your dad you were shooting here?
I didn't? Oh. Yeah, Dad, we're shooting here.
All right. Wait, Zach, we have to whisper?
No, we just have to not yell.
Tell us the story about you sitting on Spanky's lap, but whisper it.
This is like sweaty balls. That's delicious.
Also, I actually do a little more.
He's whispering.
If we could get the fans off in there, is that possible?
Is it fans or is it just that one?
There's a few fans.
Oh, there's a few fans on. Is it the same switch? I think that turns those lights and those fans on. Yeah.
You know where it is?
I do know where it is, but the problem is if I turn it off, it turns the light off.
Want to just try it?
I can. All right, let me.
Let me wait till I'll let you know when they cut.
Oh, all right, you let me know. Okay. What?
It's okay that you're coming out
In the middle of the show? That's how dedicated I am. I'll put some music on or something. Yeah. Or unless they want to.
Well, we can practice that line. You ready?
We can talk about you behind your back while you're gone.
Sure.
do
Go
that.
ahead.
that's
Your
it.
turn.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that 40 times till you get back here.
See, but Diane saying sure is something I've been dying to hear for a long time. Yeah.
Not for me.
Well, yeah. But that's all the time. See, again, we talk all the time, and just used to Joe saying sure.
I'm gonna move to Arizona so he likes me.
There you go.
This room's
We might have to move to Arizona so they can't hear
So they
hear
can't
in the
hear us
other room.
talk.
That's right.
I know, I'm
We'll
surprised.
keep it down. I think we were being loud.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this isn't soundproof. I thought it was. It's sort of.
No.
Maybe it's not Joe-proof.
It's a little bit, but no, it's
Even
not
if it was,
completely
the glass
soundproof.
door wouldn't be.
That's true.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, these things absorb a lot of it. Believe it or not, when these things, there's more over there.
Mm-hmm.
If they weren't here, you could actually hear the difference when these things aren't up.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's interesting.
I just thought those were frames without pictures. I was wondering when you stop looking pictures up.
You just thought it was like we're artistes.
Yeah.
Look at
Put
our
red
squares.
Something or something. Splatter ketchup on it and sell them.
All right, so a question it's perfect that you're here for this question. I brought it up
That's
a couple.
First time I've ever heard it's perfect you're here.
I brought it up a few times on the show during the holiday season. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I don't like every year at Christmas the very first card I get is a card from Joe Carletto.
Thank you.
Every year. In fact,
and
this
you don't like that?
No, I love that.
Oh, okay.
In fact, this year it was funny, you called me. You're like, what's your address again?
Because you came back.
No, but my mother got one.
Oh.
So I got one at my house, and then my mother got one too. But yeah, you're always the first one. But no, these days of social media, more people are just posting their family photo, and they even caption it. Not sending out cards this year. This is my picture.
Yeah, I don't send cards. At
You
all.
don't send cards?
I do not.
Really?
Why?
Just don't really see the point in sending cards to people I don't really see
no.
anyway.
Oh, so it's not a social media thing.
No, I don't do it on social media either. I don't even think I actually did post a Merry Christmas. It was because I happened to get a picture of my 2-year-old grandson standing
That's
at the Christmas
nice,
tree in the
yeah.
dark with the light glowing on
Oh,
him,
wow.
touching the tree, and I just thought it was adorable. So I shared it and said Merry Christmas, everyone. But I just don't do I don't do a lot of social media
right.
stuff. I don't post about my life or what I definitely
you're
don't
going for
post in
yoga
real
this
time. I
afternoon?
don't do real video. I know people love to do that live. I'm here live.
going for
I don't
yoga?
want people to know where I am live.
Wait.
Sorry to interrupt.
Zach's here. We could
That's
still
okay.
hear. Zach, whisper. We can hear you.
So, there's people here for you saying, like, asking something about a donation, or
They actually asked for him, or did
like,
they?
Well, they're not for you specifically. They just, I think they're asking for someone named Angela, or
Oh, Andrea.
You know what? Give them a buck and send them on their way. Yeah, it's usual donation.
Is there any?
$1.
Is there anybody in the office?
I don't know.
Tell them to leave a card and somebody
No,
will
no,
call
I'll
them
go
back.
with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what they want. I'm gonna practice my line on them.
Yeah, you.
Sure.
Can I have money?
You need a towel?
See Tony.
Thank you, Jim. They're just in the front by the bar.
All right, let me just change the cameras since Joe left us.
I think it's only temporary.
Yeah, I think he's coming back, but should I just leave it?
Yeah,
screw it.
leave
I'll
it.
Okay. Yeah, so I like getting cards. I like getting cards from people.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get them and hang them up.
Yeah.
And I just don't. Honestly, it always is I got to get them done. I got to get them done. I got to get them done. And it's just another thing added to my list of things to get done so I don't find joy in it.
Really?
I don't find any happiness in sending. I do like to get cards from people, photos. I like the photo cards when you show your kids growing up. I
Exactly.
think that's great. So it makes me happy to get them. Just don't feel like I would have to do that thing. I'd be 100, by the time I sent to. I mean, I don't have to send to my immediate family because I see them.
Yeah.
Right. And then anybody beyond that, if you send to this one, you kind of have to send to that one. And now I would be at 100, and it's just another task that I just don't find to be fun. It's kind of fake Christmas to me.
I acknowledge, and I brought it up here on the show the other day. I realize it's not the same because with social media, you're seeing everybody's grandson, everybody's children, and what they're doing, and what the latest is. So it's not as exciting to get the card and say, "Oh, look how much they've grown since last year."
And not everybody does that in a Christmas card anyway.
Well,
They're
true.
just sending a card.
True.
Merry Christmas. Well, why don't you pick up the phone and call?
But I still,
for me, it's just not I don't get any happiness or joy from it, and I don't think it particularly gives joy to anybody. I think they'd much rather see me than get a card from me.
well, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's it.
From there, can somebody please hit the like button? I just blinked my eyes and farted at the same time. If nobody responds to my post, I don't know if I'll be able to continue.
He's looking for attention. It's a
Yeah,
cry
apparently
for attention.
so. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm sorry, friend. Are we boring you today?
Wow.
Wow. How do you like that shit?
Oh.
Perfect day. Another good day to be a Met fan. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Did they sign Alonso?
No,
Oh.
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. No, but they announced that they're retiring David Wright's number.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Uh-huh.
I think that's cool. I think if you look at his numbers, I think they're good enough. I think he should get the Hall of Fame. His numbers are good enough. He didn't. Granted, we probably should have gotten at least another 5 years out of him, but his numbers are still good enough. I think he belongs.
I'd be all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's good. I used to love him. I mean, yeah.
He was our Jeter. You know, you never heard a bad word about him. He always hustled.
No,
He was a
yeah, I
leader
like
in the
that.
clubhouse.
Good guy. I
Absolutely.
agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He grew up a Met fan.
That's always the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame that it came to an end when it did, but and I still hope at some point they'll throw him in there as manager, or at least make him a coach or something. Put
If
him.
he wants to be.
Yeah,
we
maybe.
don't know.
Yeah,
If
true.
he doesn't want it, that's not going to happen.
True. So we're hanging out with Diane. Joe Carletto's in and out. We are going to play Tuesday trivia about another 15, 20 minutes or so. So I don't know if Joe is one of the owners of
I had no idea. I was wondering when you were going to tell me who this guy
Yeah,
was.
it just hit me when I said his name. It's like, because I introduced you just when you came in. I just said that's Joe, but I didn't say who he was.
Right.
Right.
And then you said he's here all the time, usually when there's trivia, but I've been here for every single trivia since May.
Well, you're right. But that's why I also
And
said
he
it's been a
hasn't been
while.
here.
But
Yeah.
when he does come in, it's usually just falls on Tuesdays. So
Gotcha.
But then I said, yeah, he's not actually here for us. He's here because they're filming a movie that I'm babysitting. But then they offered him a small part, so he's.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Joe, he likes his.
Do you know what movie they're filming? Are we allowed to say it? Or you can whisper it to me after.
No, I'm going to put it out there. It's called Brimstone.
Okay.
Deborah Markowitz, who is probably, I'm going to say she's the biggest independent filmmaker in Long Island, or
Okay.
on Long Island. Everybody knows her. I don't think she does anymore. She used to work for Nassau County.
Okay.
And if you were making a film, and it didn't matter whether it's independent or major distribution, she would be the one you would talk to get your permits. Like, I want to film at Governor's. Yeah, okay, here's your. Or I want to film at Eisenhower Park.
Okay.
Debbie's
So
one that
she
would
was
get you the
right
permits.
in the mix of everything.
Yeah, which is why. Yeah, and then she knows everybody. Everybody knows her. But she's a very talented writer and director herself. So yeah, she's been doing it herself for a while.
Very cool.
Yeah, so this is a film that, and yeah, she was on the show with me once, and we had a lot of fun. And the star of her movie is Travis Grant, who does a show in here Mondays at 1. It's called Treading Water, where basically they talk about drugs and fights.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
basically the whole show. Yeah, but Travis is a cool dude. He's out there. He did walk by a few minutes ago. Yeah, and they filmed a few movies in here. Now, there's also a wrestler named Brimstone.
Okay.
He's from Long Island as well. In fact, his office is right across the parking lot. And I know he wasn't happy that they were filming a movie of the same title.
Oh, really?
But, this isn't the first movie with the same title, and it won't be the last. Plus, he's a wrestler. This is a movie.
It's got nothing to do with
It's
you.
nothing to do with anything.
Right.
So just take it easy there, Brimstone. Take it easy. No, he's a good guy, and I've met Brimstone a couple times. He's a good guy. Oh, all right. Wow. Mickey Delaney, the show is better without Joe.
Wow, that's not very nice, Mickey.
Mickey, what's going on there? And Romeo's all over it. Mickey, you don't know what you're talking about.
Aw.
All right, everybody just calm down.
Okay. Everybody's friends here.
That's right.
In the new year.
Diane's first day back. We should all be smiling and jumping for joy.
I am.
Damn it. Did you, what else went on during the holidays?
I don't know. What'd you do for New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, I went to a friend's house. Just a bunch of us hanging out.
Yeah. We were home. We had snacks. I had made some hot wings, and that thunderstorm was
That was incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was
I loved
awesome.
It, right?
Me
I love
too.
a good thunderstorm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just two of you?
No, his boys were home. My daughter, I actually, she almost came over, and then the weather was yucky, so she decided to stay home. But she was over for New Year's Day, made some lasagna.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was a nice couple of days.
We were on the way home on New Year's, sitting at a red light, a turning lane. We were going to make a left. Now there were two lanes to make a left, so I was on the right one. The turning lane comes on. We make our turns, and the car next to me goes into the northbound side. We were going north. He goes to the southbound side.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, there's somebody who's drinking for New Year's. Yep.
Oh my God. Yep.
How much did you donate?
It depends how much you got.
Now, did they ask for a donation and you went, sure?
Sure. And they go, wow, were you in a movie? Then they ask for my
Well,
autograph.
yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to
the
get your
sure
autograph
guy.
on the way out because I had no idea.
And believe it or not, they asked for an autograph. It was amazing. It was like a rectangle, little piece of paper, number on the thing, had a bank name
He
on it.
signed so- I was just gonna say.
Yeah. But they asked for an autograph. It was very nice of them. Yeah, they were thrilled with me. Then on
Nice.
the way
That's
out,
funny.
they said, say that again. Sure. And that was it. And
We were just talking about the movie, the title. Do you even know the title?
yes, infringement. No. Brimstone.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how Brimstone, the wrestler, who has an office over there right across the parking lot in that tan office building there. He was actually apparently upset that they were making
Using
a
his
movie
name for
using
the
his
movie.
name.
Really?
Yeah.
But do you have like like if they call this film Joe, do you have an exclusive
No,
over
I
that?
don't think so.
No. And that's what Deb politely told him that
Yeah.
and one's a movie, one's a wrestler.
And is that like his mother named him that? He was born and said,
No.
"You're Brimstone."
No, it's his show name.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
So
his
it's just
Stage name.
If he copyright, well, no, it's not copyrighted. It's is it copyrighted?
Trademark?
Or trademarked or something like that. Then maybe they couldn't use it, right?
I don't know if for another wrestler maybe couldn't use it.
Okay, right.
But
Right.
I
In the
wouldn't
same
think that you
industry,
couldn't
yeah.
ever use that word again would be kind of silly.
Well, there's a guy right here on Long Island who legally changed his name to Santa Claus. So, oh yeah. I've had him on the show. Oh yeah, he's got the real hair, the real beard. He's got a really fancy looking suit. The guy makes a ton of money between Thanksgiving
I can imagine.
and Christmas,
Yeah,
and then even during the summer, he has a barbecue business and
Wow.
barbecue with Santa. And he comes to your house and he
How great
prepares
is that?
and he, red and white still, but it's shorts.
Christmas
and,
in July. That's great.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah,
that's
and he's he's a great guy. I've known him. I've known him for quite a while. But yeah, legally changed his name. So I don't know. I don't know. Does he make money when people are using his
no,
name? I don't know.
I would say not.
I hope that would be awesome. I'd be jealous. I was like,
You would
I
be
didn't
jumping
think of-
on that bandwagon
Yeah,
one way
I'd
or
be
another.
changing my name to
Into
Rudolph.
Taylor Swift. Yeah. Exactly.
Taylor Swift.
Right.
Let's see. No more cookies for Santa. Every year he leaves me a Yule log. All right.
Is that Fremder again?
Of course it's Fremder. Romeo Rusiello wants to know what part of Brooklyn does Joe come from?
Canarsie.
Canarsie.
John Rusiello is a retired NYPD detective from Brooklyn, knows everybody.
Really?
Yeah. So I have a feeling he's gonna throw out like a cousin of yours name or something. Like he knows, because I have family from Brooklyn and the Bronx. He knows them.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. He's contacted me. I've had guests in here. He's like, oh, I remember that guy from the like.
How old is he?
He is 71, 2,
Okay.
something like that. I don't know. You know what? When was the last time I saw you? It's been a few months, I feel.
I've been avoiding you for the longest time. So I've been successful at it.
John Rusiello has been bugging me. He's been watching the show for give or take 2 years. And he contacted me and he said he wanted a Knockem Dead Comedy shirt, but he wanted a 3X. You know the story. And I didn't have any at the time. I said, John, next time I place an order, I'll get you a 3X. But I hadn't placed an order in a long time because I didn't need new shirts because nobody wants them. So
I don't have one. Just
Neither
like
do
to
I.
say. Okay.
Yeah, you really? I could have
When
sworn.
we first started it.
This is a
1,000 years ago.
travesty.
It is. It really is.
All right.
Ask
All
me
right.
if I want one.
Do you want one?
Sure.
Amazing. I feel an Oscar coming. I do. Golden Globe,
that should be
something.
That should be a category. Best performance for one line.
For a one
One
line.
word.
Best one line performance.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Sure. Joe Carletto.
That's called a cameo. He's a celebrity, so it's
Yeah.
a cameo
He's a
appearance.
My
Celebrity
autograph today.
He once played football with Steve Gutenberg. I'll have you know.
Yeah, I was squash ball player
I
4.
worked with Steve Gutenberg's sister in a
Oh, yeah?
elementary school. Yes, she worked in the elementary school with me.
I once caused Steve Gutenberg to leave a restaurant.
You did?
Really?
Yeah, I was doing a murder mystery at a restaurant in Massapequa. As soon as I walked in as soon as I got there, I walked in, there he was. And I went to the owner. I said, you got a celebrity sitting out there? He goes, what are you talking about? I said, Steve, that's Steve Gutenberg. The owner made such a fuss. Steve Gutenberg.
Left?
He told he did. He got up and left.
So he left. So he didn't even want that kind of attention.
Wow.
But then he did send it, like, just 2 weeks later, big 8x10 autographed picture. Thanks for the great meal. Loved it. And it's hanging up in the place.
Oh, nice.
Well, that was
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah.
He actually is a sweetheart of a guy.
Oh, yeah?
Very nice guy.
I've tried to get him on
talked to
here.
him a long time. I was slosh ball player 4. I think there were 400 slosh ball players. but-
Slosh ball?
Yeah, believe it or not, it was just a scene in a movie
Yeah.
where you're running around with a cup of beer, and you
Oh,
have to
right.
It's like flag football, except
Right.
You have to carry this beer
Carry
and
the
keep
beer
it.
while you're
Yeah, I saw it. There's a big close-up of you holding the ball, and you're running.
And
I saw
believe
it.
it or not, there was an Asian couple. We were shooting in a park on the west side. So I come off the field, and there was an Asian couple that would not take no for an answer. It was hysterical.
You were a guy in a movie. You look like a
Exactly.
movie star.
And
You
everybody's.
do.
Well, I don't
Did
know
you-
about that,
Seriously. No,
Did
you
you
do.
sign
You
Slosh
have-
Ball Player 4? I would have wrote that.
He's like that guy. He'd be like, "Oh my God, I know him from somewhere. I
Yeah.
know he's famous. I'll give me an autograph." No, it's
I
true.
always said, really? Everybody's walking by them. No one paying attention. We're just all extras.
A couple of years ago, I had my friends in here, David Clark, who
Yes,
does a Billy
yes.
Joel tribute,
Yes.
and my buddy Elio, who does a Billy Joel show in England. And they were... Are we still too loud?
You know, the last time you interrupted, it cost me money.
This time it's not you guys. I don't know if there's like someone in the office, but we can hear someone like on a phone, I think, or
In there.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. And you know where the office is?
Um,
It's right off the Giggle Room.
Okay.
If you knock on that door over there, you want me to do it?
Oh,
Jack, or-
I can do it.
Yeah.
The last door on the right, just before the Giggle Room. If you just knock and tell them.
Okay. Thank you.
Although I think it's Truson, right? Truson might scare him.
It's Tuesdays, yeah, it might be. But John's not loud. Maybe there's just thin walls.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Right. So I was talking. So David Clark and Elio, they were both in here promoting shows and whatnot. We were talking, and we went out for lunch after. And because they're both Billy Joel guys, they're both musicians, we're talking about all that stuff. And a guy comes walking over. He goes, "Excuse me." He says, "I couldn't help but overhear you guys." So I'm thinking he's going to ask them for autographs, maybe take a picture. He's like, "Yeah, I couldn't help but hear." But he turns to me. He says, "Are you Mike Del Judas?"
To you?
Yeah. To me. And I did. I went, "Yeah." And we took pictures, and I never said a word. We took so many pictures. I signed something. He must. I was praying that I would find this on Facebook. Me and him.
That he posted it.
But
you never did?
I never
Did you know
found
who
it.
the guy was?
I have no idea who
You
the
don't
guy
know
was.
his name?
No. My guess is somebody must have said to him, "That's not Mike Del Judas, you moron."
somebody
and
had to
and he never
eventually.
posted it. That's
Yeah.
my because I wanted Del Judas to see it. Me and Del Judas used to be close friends. We're not anymore, but I at the time we were. So I wanted him to go on Facebook and see that. Like, well, what the fuck is going? But yeah. But I was in my head laughing so hard while I'm
Did you
taking
ever reach out
pictures.
and ask for the guy to come on the show? You should.
Oh, if anybody knows who I'm talking about, sure, absolutely. That guy can come on, and I don't know. I'll make it up to him somehow.
Somehow.
How would you make it?
I have no idea.
You can take a picture with the sure guy.
Going to be soon to be very famous. Mildly famous now, soon to be very famous. Lucky you got him today, Tony, because he
Yeah,
may
I
not
was-
be
true.
available again
Look,
for
somebody asked for me while I
a
was
very long time.
All right. So, wow. So we found somebody that Rusciello doesn't know. Those guys from Canarsie were too tough for me, he says.
Oh.
It was the crime capital of the world. when I
Oh,
was
is that
growing
right?
up. Oh my God!
Really?
Every other car was stolen.
No kidding.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. Canarsie, the '70s and the '80s.
And I hope this doesn't come out the wrong way, but I thought it was Harlem. Harlem was known as like the dangerous area when I growing up in the 70s. No?
Maybe I guess. Well,
That may
maybe
have
mugging
been
and robbings
right.
and stuff like that.
That may have been not a real just a perception rather than real.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe I
okay,
said it
that
wrong.
could be.
Maybe
And he's
not-
like hardcore crime. He's talking about grand theft.
Yeah, I was
as
going to say
opposed
maybe
to,
ask What was his first name, Lucilla?
John.
John. We call him Romeo.
Oh, okay. Ask Romeo about Juliet. Ask Romeo. It was actually the car theft capital.
Oh, okay.
Of the United States, so it was nuts.
Okay. Well, John, yeah, let us know. And that's when he was a police officer. That's when he was a detective and whatnot. So, yeah.
Like if you were a kid growing up, they taught you how to steal a car. More than English. It was nuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, so anyway, so he asked me for a shirt. Finally got the order in. I got him his 3X. And so John, here he is. He has leukemia.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, John.
All right. So you can verify this story about Canarsie?
Canarsie, Italians from Canarsie, stay away. They are the toughest. They were the toughest guys I ever met in my life.
Wow.
I was born and raised in the South Bronx, but I married Brooklyn, so I lived in South Brooklyn. I lived on Union Street and Red Hook, which is a tough neighborhood, and nobody went to Canarsie. The only time you went to Canarsie, there was a market there at one time that I used to take my mother-in-law, an Italian market. But those guys were tough, and I worked with cops that came from Canarsie, and boy, I tell you, they were born with leather. They were rough.
Wow. But can you see the fear in me and Diane's eyes right now as we're sitting here with Joe?
Yeah, I inspire fear.
But you can always tell. And Joe can attest to this. I never met Joe, but you can always tell a guy that comes from Canarsie because their Brooklyn accent is a lot different than any other part of Brooklyn. They have a great Brooklyn Italian accent.
Romeo, I'm at home. I'm 61 years old. I'm at home. My kids are telling me I'm too loud. You're a character. Their friends say, talk to me. My kids don't even want me to talk to them.
They want to hear
They
it.
go talk to him. Listen to my father. I go down to North Carolina, and the cab driver's like, I know
No
you.
way.
You're an Italian.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it really is a tribute to the Italians and with that accent. It's very unique. And you should be proud of it, Joe.
I am. Actually, John, I am. I've lost it through the years because I've lived on the island for so long now, but I am.
Well,
I really am.
He just said true to years, so he didn't really lose it that much.
My mother wouldn't be happy that. My mother tried to beat the dem, D's, and does out of me.
Well, you know what they said about Italians that came from Canarsie in grammar school. If they went to grammar school, the teacher would turn around and say, well, "What is the number after 2?" And they would say tree, and the teacher would say, "Only God can make a tree," and smack him in the head.
That's great.
All right, guys.
Thank you, John.
Nice talking to you. Nice meeting you, Romeo.
I just hung up on him. And that's what Don Sill used to say because he lived in North Carolina for 16 years. And he was like, he was such a foreigner compared to everybody else. That when he came back.
Even when I moved out here.
Really? Yeah.
I moved out here in the middle of high school or the last year of high school.
Oh wow,
They
that's
were all
culture
wearing
shock.
Leonard Skinner painted.
The denim
dungaree
jackets.
Yeah.
And I mean, you wouldn't be caught dead wearing a Leonard Skinner jacket
and
out here or
Canarsie,
something.
yeah.
Then they all want to have a fight with you. And I remember meeting one guy who I became really close friends with. You know, after a fight, you become close.
Yep.
He said, meet me at the flagpole. I thought he was kidding. He was mad at me for something. I have absolutely no idea why. My hair looked like this when I was born. My mother used to pope olive oil on it to comb it back, train it like that. And he said, meet me by the flagpole. I couldn't understand why. So, like a dope.
You went to the
I went to the
flagpole.
flagpole. I was like, he was going to introduce me to his friends or something. And he puts up his hands. He goes, come on, let's fight. I'm not, I don't really like fighting people I don't like, let alone people I don't know.
Right.
And as the story goes, 1,000 years ago, I can't remember anything. He lunges at me. He's this, but I'm expecting a gang fight. Like it, PS 115 at Canarsie, they
Everybody gets involved.
Yeah, you got a
Everybody-
chain. They're hanging you from a chain, with your chain. You're hoping it breaks. This guy wanted to fight me one-on-one.
I'm surprised the Canarsie guys didn't like come out from behind the bushes and shit to protect you.
There was no
They weren't
Canarsie
there. He
guys
came-
there.
he
yeah,
moved from
moved to
Canarsie
I
Long
understand.
Island.
That was
Oh.
the joke.
Oh.
That they would
We
just
didn't get it,
showed
sorry.
up out of nowhere.
It was it was a big culture shock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then actually first girl I dated out here had blonde hair. Only because I thought it was
No
like
girls with blonde hair.
intriguing.
Canarsie.
Yeah, it was like really intriguing.
So did the guy hit you?
And it was 1,000 years ago. I don't think he killed me. I'm still here.
Well,
but
yeah.
It was funny. We like rolled around a little. I'm like, to what end? What? Okay, so what's going to go on here?
Right.
Is this a fight to the death? Let's
Yeah,
let's
you're gonna
get
beat
the
me, or
parameters
what's
down.
tomorrow bring?
Right.
What do I say hello to you tomorrow? I
Yeah.
have no idea. Well, I'm
How
not
does
the
this
man
work?
of you.
You just after the fight, you just stole his car. you
Could
got the last laugh.
have.
I'm telling you, in Canarsie, there were more people who knew how to steal cars than read.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it was
That's
when you
amazing to
were a
me.
kid. You just went into the car theft business.
Wow.
Yeah, back in the '70s, it was nuts.
And it went full circle because Two Eagles Auto Body.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
You do still have that, right? Because I still
Yes,
advertise
I do.
it.
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I saw
All right.
it today. Yeah.
All right, good. Just making sure. Because I think I was still advertising Rosalind Social for about 6 months after.
Yeah, you can still go. It's still a nice restaurant. I don't own it anymore, but it's still a nice restaurant.
All right. Yeah. All right. It's late enough. Let's do some Tuesday trivia.
Time? It's
It is
time.
time. Excuse me.
Well, I think I have to say my line at 12:30. So
Oh, is that
before I
right?
exhibit
12:30.
my
they told you?
ignorance, I'm
Well, that's
going
when we
to,
end anyway. 12:30.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
But I
We're over
need-
12:30.
All right, but I need time to study this. Will
Well,
you help me?
answer
Absolutely.
every question. Sure.
Ask me a question.
Yeah, we're ending at 12:30. Don't forget Sports Bash today at 1:00. Peter Schwartz's guest is Brent Sutter, New York Islanders legend.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Last week he had Phil Simms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no-
Get the heck out of town. Why was I not told this? I could have come, stood by the door or something.
well,
for
Phil
an
Simms zoomed
autograph.
in. Phil
Oh,
Simms.
okay.
Phil Simms
I would have
zoomed
stood near
in.
the Zoom.
What?
I would have stood near the Zoom.
Yeah, true. Would have been better than me sitting here by the Zoom. But Phil Simms was he was bad as far as like technology.
Oh, no, he didn't know how to do
He
it.
couldn't figure out the
No.
Zoom.
That's why we have kids. We're supposed to say,
That's
come help me
exactly
do
it.
this.
Come help me do this.
Peter actually said that to him. Said, "You got somebody over there that can show you?" Couldn't get it. He ended up. We ended up having to do it on the phone. 'Cause we had him. We had the audio. No, excuse me. We had video, the audio, and I was actually very happy. I'm sitting back like, for once, there's a technical difficulty that's not
your
in here.
fault. Yeah.
So I just sat and then I even said to Peter, "I wish it was in here because then I could hopefully fix it." But it was on his end, so
Yeah.
we ended up calling. But yeah, Phil Simms. Hojo was on a few weeks ago. You knew
Yes,
about that,
I knew
right?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now I think Hershey and the Keeks, I think they're getting jealous because now they got Nelson Figueroa coming up in a couple of weeks. There was a former Yankee broadcaster they have coming up soon. Yeah, I think they're
We're going
starting
to
to
have
feel
to
the
drum
pressure.
up a couple of celebrity
but
guests.
somebody better
I
than
think we
me.
can do that. What? No, you're a celebrity. We'll take you.
If you want to
some
come
more.
in Thursday, January 30th,
Okay.
we have the man's name is Steve Holly.
Okay.
You know who that is?
I have a Steve Holly story.
Ooh.
So maybe I should save it for the
Well,
Steve Holly show.
Oh yeah. If you
We
wanna
did a show together. I used to open those country shows. Those. Was this Steve Holly or Steve Holly? Wait a minute. This might be somebody else. Different guy.
all that built up.
I don't have a Steve Holly. Maybe I don't have a
Steve Holly was the last drummer in Wings, Paul McCartney's band.
Oh, that's exciting.
Well,
But no, I don't have a Steve Holly story. But maybe I will.
You want to
after
make one up right now?
Yeah. No. Just
Maybe you will.
see what
right?
happens.
You're right.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's kind of cool. I think the biggest person.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's great.
I think the biggest person I've had on this show in particular was Kevin Pollak. He did the show with us.
Oh.
I love him.
Yeah, me too.
And he was fantastic. I think we did like an hour with him. We did. Bill Champlin is a guy that used to be in the band Chicago. Remember the Earth, Wind, and Fire song "After the Love Is Gone"?
Of course.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know that's not really your. You probably know if you heard it.
Okay.
Well, this guy wrote that song. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah. See, you sing and I get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does sing, and I get it too. Yeah.
We just hope you stop talking.
You go ahead, keep singing it. He wrote that song, and we had him on here once, and they told us 20 minutes.
Wrote that?
He
That's
did.
awesome.
He did 90 minutes with us, and I think I stopped it. I think he would have kept going.
That's great.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, we've had some guys from The Sopranos on here. Yeah,
That's
we've done all right. But yeah, I'll work on some more, and I'll tell them Tuesdays. Tuesdays are the best. day.
I'm amazed.
I'll
how
have to
many
check my
people
Rolodex
you know.
too. I mean,
How many people I know?
You know.
Really?
And, yeah, and how much, like, and I don't mean it in a bad way, like, how much nutty shit you know. Like,
Useless information?
Yeah. I didn't want to say useless information. Nutty shit didn't come out any better, but.
that's okay. Nutty shit was funnier. Yeah,
There you go.
Which, is the goal.
All right, so here we go. Tuesday trivia. If anybody's new at this, probably not. I'm going to ask 10 questions. Diane and Joe are going to answer them. You guys are going to answer them on the comment thread. So once again, if you're watching on Facebook, switch over to YouTube so we can see your answers. I'm going to ask 10 questions. Then we go back and I go over everybody's answers and I give you the correct answers. It used to be for fun, just to get you guys to play along. But I do give away passes to most governors' shows. I can't get you into every single show that they have here, like Louis C.K. Forget it. There's no way. But other shows, I can get you. In. All you got to do is play. That's all you got to do. And even though you guys play every week, nobody has ever taken me up on it. So I just keep on offering. So, all right. Question number 1. Oh, it's a Mets question. The 1986 World Series.
Yeah.
And, of course, Game 6, we know what happened. Bill Buckner, Mookie Wilson.
Uh-huh.
The ball went through Buckner's legs. Who scored the winning run? So Mookie was safe at first, which allowed, the ball ran through Buckner, which allowed the runner to score from second base.
Is it Ray Knight?
Diane says Ray Knight.
In my head, I can remember the whole, but I don't know.
I'm not. I can't. God. I don't know what I have for breakfast.
Are you? But you're more of a Yankee guy, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah, okay. You don't even want to try this one, huh? You don't have to. No pressure.
No.
Okay. Oh, this one's a little hard. Name 2 movies starring Holly Hunter and Richard Dreyfuss.
They have to be in it together?
Yes, that they're both in. Name 2 movies that they're both in.
Oh, that's a tough one.
And I love them both.
Yeah, me too.
One
for the holidays.
One comes to mind immediately that was kind of a big movie. The other one, not so much.
No, not Royal Tenenbaums.
I don't know if wow.
Right?
Holy cow. Mr. Holland's Opus. I don't think she was in it, but
it's a good guess. It's better than my guess.
I mean, it's a guess, so I'd rather make a guess than no guess. I'm
All right.
trying to think. Holly
Wait,
Hunter.
can I go back to question 1?
Yeah, of course you can.
I come back.
All right, Michael Del Judas.
Sure.
Don't steal my line.
You did it better. All right. Keep going. Moving on.
Hunter.
You can you can come back to it later.
That's
All
tough.
right.
Holly Hunter and Richard Dreyfuss.
Together,
yeah. All right, next question. On May 23rd, 2018, that's my brother's birthday, who was given the key... Sorry. May 23rd, 2018, who was given the key to the city of West Hollywood, California? Multiple choice. Was it Cher, Jodie Foster, Roseanne, or Stormy Daniels? May 23rd, 2018, who was given the key to the city of West Hollywood, California? Cher, Jodie Foster, Roseanne, or Stormy Daniels?
I'm going to go with Cher. What do you think?
I feel like it should have been Cher. Which, by the way.
Oh God, I knew you were going to do that.
Did you see the induction? Did you watch
Well,
it?
It streamed live when it happened.
Do not
yes.
tell me that Cher is not rock and roll, because you are wrong.
I didn't say she was.
You said she didn't deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because she's not
right.
rock and roll.
But then
enough.
I backed up and said if they want to put her in,
And
that's
I'm
fine.
like, there
and
was not a single person on that stage that night who was as rock and roll as Cher was. Not
I'm
one. Not one. I
Peter-
will fight you. I watched the whole thing.
Please hit
Not
me.
even close.
Foreigner kicked ass.
I'm
Peter
not saying they
Frampton.
didn't,
the
but he was
Ozzy.
not more rock and roll than
You're going to
Cher.
tell me Cher was more rock and roll than the Ozzy tribute that night?
Yeah.
No, stop it. Don't be ridiculous.
So wait, I have a question. I don't even have a dog in this fight. 'Cause half the people I don't even know what you're talking about. But
He had an issue with Cher being inducted
yeah,
into the Rock and Roll
so then
Hall of Fame.
what genre of music would she be if she's not rock and roll?
I don't
She was
understand.
she was pop.
Not true. She was. Oh, stop.
No,
she
but
was
I-
pop rock. Listen,
but I
we
did-
cross genres
No,
all the
you're
time.
absolutely right.
She is a rock chick.
I did eventually
epic
back off and said, okay, fine, put her in. But there are other people that should be in before her, like Joe Cocker, Steve Winwood. They are not in the Rock and Roll of Fame.
I
So
don't
I
think
said,
Joe
I said,
Cocker's
fine,
But
put her
they're
in.
not
But
as big as Cher.
I agree.
Neither, though.
I don't think Joe Cocker.
And I'm not.
I
I
don't see
mean,
it.
I don't have.
Great
like I said, I don't have
songwriter, not a great performer. Not.
Joe Cocker, you're
Yeah.
talking about? With his version of With a Little Help from My Friends.
No.
The Lift Is Up Where We Belong.
I've seen local artists sing that song better than him.
Stop it.
I'm not, you know it because it's that film of that performance at Woodstock.
absolutely,
And that
sure.
doesn't make him a
And you're telling me people aren't thinking
Rock
of
and Roll
Cher and
Hall of
that
Fame-
one
Hall of
piece
Fame
thing
material.
that barely covered her stuff?
What about it?
Yeah, what about it?
What's that got to do with her being?
I would
rock
like
and
to see
roll?
Joe
Her
Cocker in
talent
that.
far
I want to see Joe Cocker pull that off.
No, but you're saying I just remember because of Joe Cocker just for that performance. I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
the
I'm
same
not-
with Cher.
No, because Cher's got an entire body of work. She's proven time and time again. They
just made a
she's
movie
a
of
singer,
her and
she's a
Sonny and
dancer.
stuff.
She's an
Did they?
actress.
Yeah.
She's a performer. She's rock and roll through and through. I don't know how.
Joe
there's
Cocker was a
even an
fall down
argument.
drunk. That's rock and
Yeah,
roll.
and really, he wasn't. To me, that's not rock and roll.
movie by Steve
You know,
Winwood.
he's a writer, a ballad singer.
Steve Winwood. All right, fine. Forget Joe Cocker. Steve Winwood. Give me some lovin'. Higher ground. Come on.
To me, that's
that's
pop.
Jay's
That's pop to
song.
me more
that's
than it
more
is
than
more
pop.
pop
Oh,
than rock.
I got
I
a whole
agree.
bunch. I can name a whole bunch more of Steve Winwood. Yeah,
You should come more often. I like the backup. Thank you.
Bad Company. The band Bad
You are
Company.
Bad Company.
All right.
Now let's get back to
Let's
the
go.
top.
All right, fine.
All right, back to the real questions.
Better when they weren't here. Cagney and Lacey.
Yes.
What were their first names?
James.
And Cher.
Was James Cagney?
My mom would know. Can I phone a friend?
Actually, my mom would
can
know
we get a
too.
la-
Yeah.
Can we get a landline here? or
You
something?
can. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna go with James
I'm gonna
Cagney.
phone a friend.
And
Wow, you really are calling her?
I am.
She's not watching already where she can just type in text
She's
you
probably
the
watching
answer?
a game show. Oh, or she could be watching Cagney and Lacey. Who the heck knows? Hello, Mom. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. We're on the air. I'm on a podcast. And we're
She doesn't even know
You
about
don't
it.
even know what a podcast is. But we're playing trivia. And they want to know the answer to this question on Cagney and Lacey. You know the show Cagney and Lacey?
Uh-huh.
What are their first names?
Oh.
I said I wanted to phone a friend.
I don't remember, and I watched it, too.
Oh, I know you did. That's why I figured you'd know.
I know. But I always just call them Cagney.
Cagney and Lacey.
Ask her who scored the winning run in Game 6.
Okay, now in Game 6 of the 1986 World Series, when the ball got
Mookie.
away, when Mookie hit the ball and it got away, who scored the winning run?
When who?
When Mookie hit the ball and it went under Bill Buckman's legs, right? Who scored the winning run for the Mets in Game 6 of the World Series, 1986?
I have no idea.
She doesn't know. All right. Well, I appreciate your help.
Sorry.
That's okay. I love you. I love you. All right. Goodbye.
Every week you tell me what a big Met fan your mother is.
But how do you
She's
remember this
90.
stuff? Seriously, I enjoy the game, but that's it. It's over. I don't remember stuff.
Details. Yeah, details.
Yeah, I don't really
Details.
remember
They
that.
won. That's the
They
only
won. That's
detail
all you
I
want-
need to
right.
know.
They won, and Steve Winwood shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. That's all you need to know.
That's it.
My mother just texted me the Cagney and Lacey's first names. and she's got it right.
Is one okay?
I'm
I'm
not-
thinking Sharon, but that might actually be the actress's name. So
Sharon Gless was
Sharon
the
Gless,
actress.
okay.
Yeah, and,
that was good, though.
And Tyne Daly.
Tyne Daly.
Yeah, and I only know that because I looked up this question. I just want to put that out there. Peter Schwartz is chiming in. Yeah, he says Ray Knight. All right, Peter. See, Peter Schwartz knows his
Peter
sports.
Schwartz
So is Ray
agrees
Knight.
with me. That means I'm probably
Yeah,
right.
you're probably right. And it wasn't Michael Del Judas?
That's great.
What?
Oh, we're too loud. We have
Too
to
loud?
stop being loud. Okay, we're sorry.
wow.
We're sorry. Okay, go ahead. Next one.
All right. All right. Next one. Why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet?
Oh, I know that one. I tell that to my kids.
Tell it. Say it.
They get stuck on the R.
R.
Stuck on the R.
I was going to say R, but I didn't know what it.
Okay. Good answer.
I agree.
Thank you.
All right. Now, this next question, my friends, is a visual question. So, that right there.
Okay.
Let me put it on there so the viewer sees it. That is a C. The green is an N. The blue is an S. This was a logo for Crosby, Stills, and Nash. You're familiar with them? Who designed that logo?
Young. That's what I was thinking too.
Just happy to be away from him.
That was my first thought.
Couldn't wait to go play with Steve Winwood.
Here, I'm out. Here's your new logo.
Right, I'm
Right? That's how I
I'm
picture
going to have
it
Joe
happening.
Cocker write songs for me so I can't get into the Hall of Fame.
I agree with that. Neil Young. That's my answer.
Phil Collins. He's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But he don't know it now.
I don't agree with that. He
should
may get
be
in,
in, yeah.
but
He
Cher's
should
been
be in.
around much longer than him, so she should get in before
Actually,
him.
believe it or not that much longer than him.
What's not that much?
Within 5 years.
I don't think so.
But
he
wait,
wasn't in the
what
60s.
do you have against
Phil
Cher?
Collins was in the 60s?
No, 1970 was his first album with Genesis.
Was it? Okay. All right.
But wait, what do
All
you
right,
have
but
against
Cher
Cher
belongs
being in the
in.
Hall of Fame?
I don't.
Why are we fighting?
I don't. I'm just saying that I just feel that there are other people that belong in there before she
Okay,
should get
but
picked.
not Phil
That's all.
Collins because she was out before him.
Now, are you just going on longevity because they were around longer?
No,
than
I'm going on people that I personally feel are more closer, more people associated with rock and roll than Cher. You talk
But
about
it's
rock
not
and roll.
just
You don't
being
need Cher.
associated, it's being
Donny
deserving.
Osmond. Didn't Donny Osmond tell us he was more rock and roll than his sister? Why isn't he in?
Okay.
And those guys are talented. I mean, talk about can play every single instrument. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
those guys
they
are
were
real
talented, those
musicians.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
My mother actually dragged me to see them in concert twice.
And Dad explains the Spanky episode.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. So, any guesses on who designed that logo? Other
Yeah,
than
we said
Neil
Neil Young.
All right,
That was
all
my
right.
guess. That was my real guess.
All right. Calm down. Getting yelled at. All right. Oh, this is nice and easy. What are the names of the 5 New York boroughs? Just name them. Yeah.
Manhattan,
Oh,
the Bronx,
Brooklyn,
Queens,
Bronx,
Staten
Staten
Island.
Yeah, that's all. That's
it? That was the answer?
That was a nice.
Cagney and Lacey's bra size was one of the questions, and then the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, I gave you a
How
nice
do you
easy
go
one.
From easy to hard.
That's the whole fun of it. That's the whole fun of it.
This is fun.
Question number 8, what does the name Diane mean?
Oh.
What does it mean? Michael Kaplan is calling me. I am not answering it.
That's a good one. What does Diane mean?
I don't know. I think it's Greek for.
Well, while they're thinking, I'll answer
Like
this
a
real
Greek
quick.
goddess or something?
Yeah, it's Greek for something.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm on the air.
I should know.
This isn't Pat's Pizza?
I hung up on him. Okay.
What was that?
That was Mike Kaplan, the grumpy guy that
Oh,
does
yeah.
Wednesdays in here with me.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. So do we have any answers for what Diane means?
No, I know it's Greek for something. You know what? I've heard this so many times and I
Really?
can never remember
Okay.
what it is. Probably because I disagree with it, but I don't know.
Oh, you will not disagree with the answer I have.
Okay.
It totally fits.
Did you make this answer up too?
I could. Question number 9. The word wanderlust. What does it mean?
We've had this question before.
Wanderlust?
Yes.
Have we?
Yes.
Really?
All right, well, we have it
Because
again.
it usually comes up with crazy odd words, and we've
Yeah.
had this particular word.
Well, do you remember?
Do you remember?
Yeah,
You know
it's
it?
someone who likes to travel a lot, who
Yeah,
has
like
a
roaming
strong
heart or
desire
something,
to
like,
roam and travel.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Yes.
Okay. Especially after you said it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow.
That's the
It's
last?
getting late. I have one last question.
Oh, because there's always a sex question.
That's right.
Oh.
What percentage of Americans are virgins after the age of 24? Multiple choice. Is it 5%, 10%, or 25%? Percentage of Americans who are virgins after the age of 24. 5, 10, 25.
I'm going to say 10.
Diane says 10.
I'll say 25 just in case. What year, though? What year was this question asked? Does that matter? Like, wouldn't it be different in the 50s than it
Well,
is in the 90s?
have to assume it's now.
This question definitely was put out within the past 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, let's say 25%. You go
Okay.
10. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Cool.
I want that 3X T-shirt so I can finally give it to Romeo, for God's sakes.
Oh well, oh yeah, I didn't finish that story. So I found I found a cheap flight, $150 to Florida, and I went and personally delivered it to him.
And filmed it. It was
And
very
filmed it.
nice.
Really?
Surprised him. He didn't
Totally
know.
surprised.
How cool was that?
Yeah, it was one of my prouder moments
It was
actually.
very
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's great.
That was sweet.
Yep. Let's see. Where did the answer start? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Who scored the winning run in Game 6 of the 1986 World Series? Vicky says she doesn't know, and nobody else answered it. Okay. Diane said
Come on.
Ray Knight.
Ray Knight, and that is the correct answer.
Yay!
Great. Very good.
Name 2 movies with Holly Hunter and Richard Dreyfuss. Fremder says The Sandlot Kid. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I'm not familiar with that movie. But Vicky, she got one of them. The movie Always. You remember that one?
I don't know it.
No, I don't even know that one.
Yeah, John Goodman's in it too. They're the what do you call it? The guys, the pilots, and they dump this stuff on forest fires.
Oh,
I forget.
okay.
I don't know what they have, like some kind of pilot, whatever that's called. But and then Richard Dreyfuss dies in a plane crash.
Oh, that's dark.
and then but then
And see, this is the stuff he knows. Like, who would
Oh,
watch
it's a
this
great
film,
movie.
too?
It's a great movie. But then now that he's a ghost, he sets Holly Hunter up with the next guy for her to fall in love with, so he makes sure that she's safe and whatnot because she's like his love. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it sounds.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so it's Always, and the other movie that I never heard of either. It's called Once Around. So.
I might have heard of that
sounds
one.
familiar.
That one sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've seen it.
No, Fremder, it is not Butt Slammers and Box Bumpers. They did not make those movies together.
Wow.
Joe watched those two, but May 23rd, 2018, who was given the key to the city of West Hollywood, California? Was it Cher? Was it Jodie Foster?
Kicked off the whole shit thing. That
Was it
nice.
You know
Roseanne
what? I think
or
it should have
Stormy
been Cher,
Daniels?
but for some reason I'm going to say,
Joe said Cher.
yeah, and I think he's right. But
Okay.
I'm going to say Roseanne.
You're going to say Roseanne. All right. Vicky says Jodie Foster. Fremder says Stormy Daniels doesn't need a key to the city to unlock any door. But Romeo Rusciello says, in fact, that it was Stormy Daniels who got the key.
Come on.
Fremder says, yeah, Sonny and Cher had a great relationship until a tree got in the middle of them. If I could turn back time, I wouldn't go skiing. Yeah.
It's all pretty good. Come on.
That's not bad. But yes, the answer is Stormy Daniels.
Holy crap.
The
That's
answer
very
is-
disappointing.
Yes,
Are
it
you
is.
serious?
I am dead serious. May 23rd, 2018, Stormy Daniels was given the key.
To West Hollywood.
Yep, to West Hollywood.
Why, is that like the porn capital of the world or something? or?
You're asking the wrong guy. I
West
have no
Hollywood?
idea. I have no idea. But it is true.
Now, were you going to say she should be in the Hall of Fame before Cher?
Well, it depends on what Hall of Fame we're talking about. What were Cagney and Lacey's first names? Joe said Cher. No, I'm kidding.
I said James.
That's right, you did. Mickey Delaney says your mom is fired.
Oh, no, she's not. I might have to fight you, Mickey Delaney.
Yep. All right, so John Rusciello got it correct, and I think Vicky did too at some point. It is Christine Cagney and Mary Beth Lacey.
Christine, I feel like I might have remembered, but Mary Beth, I definitely
Yeah, I would
wouldn't
definitely
remember.
have Mary
No.
Beth. No,
Yep.
that didn't make sense. Those kind of go.
Those-
Yeah, sure.
Kind of go.
Yeah, and there's Peter Schwartz. He got the Ray Knight question right. Okay. Why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet? Joe said,
They get stuck on the.
Letter R.
close. Very close, but incorrect.
Oh.
Now, Vicky got it, and I think... Oh, okay, and Fremder got it. John Rusiello got it. Okay. They get stuck at sea.
At sea.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Yep.
I feel I should get half a point.
I feel
All
like
right,
you should
we'll
too.
give him
Half a point.
Absolutely. Okay, so who designed
Do
that?
I get passes to the club if I win?
Yes.
Any show you want.
Thank you.
We can make it happen.
And yeah, even Louis C.K. Who designed that logo that I just showed you? Andrew Fremder says Michael J. Fox. That's weird. And you guys said Young. Actually, believe it or not, the designer of that logo was Phil Hartman.
Oh.
Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You had a confused look on your face.
I always have a confused look on my face.
That's cool.
That's why they only give me one line.
But that's just very
Yeah, that's kind of out there, right?
out there, like either you know it or you don't. It's not
Right.
something you could deduce.
True.
Right? Yeah.
I don't even think people in like the advertising agency would know that.
No.
Like in
maybe not.
advertising business, I don't think they know that.
Unless they know their Phil Hartman history. Yeah, the next question everybody got: Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island. What does Diane mean? Mickey Delaney says, "Sweet, sexy lady."
Wow.
Bow,
That
chicka,
gets off the hook for firing my mom.
Vicky has two answers: divine and passion for life.
I would have said divine, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice.
Mickey, I am not reading that next answer. Okay. Yeah, it does. I do have divine is one of the words I have, and heavenly.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Very nice.
I'll
Yeah.
take both.
I see. I told you. I told you you would.
Okay.
And I said it describes you perfectly. I did say.
Thank you.
Definition of the word wanderlust. The art of cunnilingus. No, Fremda, that is incorrect. Mike just called. You hurt his feelings. Oh, he'll get over it. Okay. It means, actually, you're right. A strong desire to travel. Yep. So, I guess I did ask that once before.
We knew the answer the first time.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh.
So you know.
So divine, heavenly, and intelligent.
There you go.
What percentage of Americans are virgins after the age of 24? 5, 10, or 25? Mickey said 25. Vicky said 10. Diane said 10. Joe said 25. It is 10.
See, I feel like Vicky's my spirit animal. Like we
I
have
wouldn't
a lot
say
of the
that.
same
You
answers.
wouldn't want Vicky.
That's not a lot of people. 10%, right?
No, that's a little scary. Yeah, that kind of.
25 though.
That's too many.
20. No, I mean the age of 25.
Oh,
It's
well.
a pretty late.
Yeah, that is. That's
time.
late. That's late in the game. Yeah.
Right.
You could be married at 25.
Well, true, but I don't know. I think of my kids. 26 and 24. And I don't want to think about that. So
yeah.
So then don't.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll move on. All right. It is time to get out of here. Peter Schwartz coming up at 1 o'clock with Brent Sutter. And forgive me, Peter, I forget he's got an in-studio guest, and I don't remember who that is. But it's going to be great as always. Do you have a New Year? Are we
Nothing.
singing? Nothing?
Nothing.
What
Nothing.
the fuck is that about?
Taking the time. Just, it comes around spring. I like to be home on my couch when it's cold
Yeah.
outside.
You don't,
True.
You want to be
If I don't
outside
have
this
to be
weather.
out, why would I do that?
Now, your buddy David,
Yes.
when's his birthday? Do you happen to know? Him and Frank are putting something together. They're going to have some people in here, and they're going to play on
It's
his
like a
birthday.
May thing. Right.
Oh, all right.
I know.
I'll get you the date, and
yeah.
we'll make sure that you're
Okay.
here.
Mhm.
All right, and
I got 0 going on.
well, you
Dave
got
actually
governors.
called
Hot
me and
weather,
asked
cold weather.
me about that.
Oh, he did?
told me
Oh,
that
okay,
Frank
good.
reached out and he was like flabbergasted.
Oh, really?
So, thrilled.
Oh, that's good.
And asked
Yeah,
if I
'cause
would join them. I said, I'll
Yes.
be there. Just give me the date.
You have, you definitely have to be here for that.
Mhm.
All right, so for Joe, we got governors, govs.com. We got Anthony Rodia coming up. We got Vic DiBattista, Adam Ferrara, JP Sears. I'm actually going to that. Joe Mackey, Forgive me, I don't know that. And Leah Rudick. Sean Donnelly is playing this weekend. We hung out with him last time he was here. He was great. Nice guy. Like I mentioned, Vic DiBattista. Our pal Terry McNeely, he's playing McGuire's at some point this weekend. And he's also got a show in the Giggle Room on Friday with Lou Pratts, and I believe Hugh Murray is doing that one. Yeah, there's going to be a few comedians there. I mentioned Anthony's doing, what is it, the Brokerage, he's doing a few shows there, right? Yep. Also this weekend in the Giggle Room, Tangy and Friends in the Giggle Room. Forgive me, I don't know who that is, but that should be fun. And don't forget, January 24th, the Fresh Brewed Comedy Show, and that's in the Giggle Room. That's basically the Coffee with the Dog guys, except for Matt Nappo. It's all of them except for him because they don't like him. So it's Ron and GD and Steven, and I'll be hosting that one. Come on down. Go to govs.com to make your reservations. GD is zooming in on this Friday. So, and I do believe he already gave a pair of tickets away. I believe he's going to give another pair of tickets away to that show. So that'll be fun. Govs.com, KnockemDeadComedy.com, and don't forget, this Friday night on Blockhead TV on their YouTube channel, our friends from Seconds Out, the Genesis Tribute Band.
Oh.
They're doing a live stream, and they've asked me to come host it. So a lot going on this week. So, yeah, and that's that. So, and we got, again, Peter Schwartz at 1 o'clock. We got Steve Beery at 7, and Hershey and the Keegs at 9. And then I'm not here tomorrow. So I'll be back Thursday with Frank will be here with his West Houston. You know Wes?
I do.
Okay. Come on back.
Cool.
That's on Thursday. All right. We're out of here. Thank you, guys. Fun as always. Good to see you, pal.
Thank you.
Nice to have you back.
Nice to be
of
back.
Of course.
Yes.
All right. We're out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you later.
Great day.
See you later.